Yo, what's good, people? Welcome to A Dose of Raagz, episode 28. That's right, the big 28. The year me, Jay, and Fertles all lost our virginity. 28 was a very good year. I'm kidding. I lost mine at 19, by the way. 19, very late to lose my virginity, but proud to lose it at 19. Proud to lose it at goddamn 19. But we'll talk more about virginity later. That's actually a good topic to talk about. But here we are, episode 28. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of insight. I'm actually 20 hours into what's supposed to be a 72-hour fast. So I'm almost at 1 day without any food. I'm just sticking to water, mostly. And I got my good water. I got my hydrogen water. I don't know if you guys know what that is. The hydrogen water, if you can see the colors go on, and as you can see, the bubbles go, it's pumping hydrogen into my water.
Oh.
You see that? Beautiful. Got my hydro water. Now, hydrogen water has been around for a long time. I've had that bottle for years, by the way. So it's not a new thing. But actually my second bottle that I'm on now in 4 years. So let me ask you guys this. What's the longest you guys have ever gone without food? It is the month of Ramadan. Let's respect all the Muslims out there.
And Lent too, simultaneously.
And Lent, which is like the easy one. It's like the watered down version of Ramadan, literally. Because you get to drink water.
Very watered down.
And what people on Lent, they just put some ash on their shit on Wednesday.
Ash Wednesday. Yeah, my wife practices that, yeah.
What did your wife give up?
I didn't ask her what she's giving up.
That's how bullshit that is compared to Ramadan.
Or they'll be like, I'll give up beef or some shit. Or the worst meat that they hate. I'll give that up.
Dose is going to go up to her tonight. By the way, what'd you give up, Dick?
I was giving... That's a good one. That's a good one.
But okay, so what do you like a little respective Ramadan? It's very tough to do what Muslims do, by the way, right? For sundown to sunset. Now I'm doing 72 straight hours. That's tough, but I'm still drinking water. Remember, so they go dry. They do a dry fast. But tell me, what's the longest you guys ever gone without food, or what's the longest have you done a fast? Tell me, give me your guys' insight.
Bro,
you should go ask your main man on earth, water, and land first.
Bro, I'm a $150 soaking wet. If I fast, I will disappear.
Come on,
bro. I think the most I've gone is.
Bro, you got a freaking little belly. You got the Indian belly going, bro.
It's coming now. It's coming now.
Third world belly, bro.
That's genetic, but I'm bad.
You
bro.
got some fat on there to lose. A little bit, not so much.
A little bit.
Have you ever fasted, Jay? Have you ever missed a meal? I know you missed a meal.
I missed a meal.
I live with you, bro, in the same room, so I know you missed a meal.
I don't think I've done a 24-hour fast. Bro,
have you ever done 16 hours?
Yeah, I've done that.
Intermittent?
Yeah. Well, when you have to give blood, or you have to go fasting. Sometimes I don't get those morning appointments. So
not give blood, take blood.
Or sorry, take blood. Yeah. Right.
It's actually, isn't it healthy to eat while you give blood or something?
Yeah, they force to give you like cookies and shit afterwards, so you don't fall dizzy and collapse and shit. Yeah.
I'm actually not allowed to give blood because I'm what's called a thalassemia. I have thalassemia, which is a disease where I have little red blood cells, which is like, great. Another fucking genetic disorder. Thank you for being Indian. But, Dose, what about you? What's the longest you fasted?
20 hours. 20 hours.
What was that? What was that for?
I was just curious what Ramadan was like.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
For one day.
I mean, bro, you did 20 hours. 20 hours. I'm at 20 hours right now. This is tough time for me. I miss everything right now. You know what I mean? I don't have energy. I've been up since early this morning, working all day, nonstop. Took the dog for a freaking long-ass 4-mile walk. I'm going to be working out this evening. What I miss most is my fucking edibles. I'll be honest with you. I miss my edibles. This is the best edibles in the game, folks. Heavy hitters, lights on. What I love about these edibles is no munchies. So, Jay, these are edibles designed to actually kill your appetite. What do you like? Jay's smiling. This is high tech, man. This kills your appetite. It's called something in it called THCV, which really does kill your appetite.
No paranoia, I'm assuming, because that's my biggest problem.
No, man. The paranoia is part of the fun, bitch. Welcome to the game.
The same brand?
The same exact brand.
And how good is it, Dose? It gives you a euphoria feeling, too. So it does take away the paranoia. I was kidding, but because it gives you this euphoria, right? But how good are they, Dose? Oh, my God.
My eyes were so bloodshot red. My wife was like, are you okay? I'm fine.
I'm actually so functional on them, bro. I'm so functional. I go to the gym on them. Love
my eyes were just bloodshot. They were just bloodshot, but I was fine.
Yeah, so it's with what I do during my fast now. I still got to get high, right? I still at the end of the night, on a tough day, I still got to get high. So if I'm gonna get what I actually cheat a little bit, I take something called Stimulate, right, which kills your appetite. By the way, and it's a sublingual. You put it under your tongue, so you know you don't digest it.
Huge cheater, big time cheater.
I have one called Stimulate. I don't know if you guys can see that. Stimulate.
Right, I can see it now. Yes.
Then I have one called Calm. Which makes you relax.
Calm, okay.
And then I got one called Boost.
Boost.
Which gets you nice and high. But these are all sublingual, so I can put them on my tongue. I don't break my fast. And Boost kills my appetite, along with Stimulate.
This is a record, yo. This is your third product pitch in 5 minutes.
Well, I just want to be honest. People say, how do you fast and how do you not take edible? Listen, I'm still partying, baby. I mean, imagine, I've done it before where you fast and you take an edible that doesn't have the THCV in it. It just has the regular THC and you get so hungry. It's impossible to fast, right? It's nearly impossible. So yeah, listen, you know what? I'm going into the point where I'm going to be testing myself to see if I'm in ketosis, which is you could test yourself with this brand here. You could just pee on these strips and it tells you if you're in ketosis, which means for the people out there that don't know what that means I'm burning fat, right? And not carbs anymore. So I will be testing myself after my workout this evening to make sure I'm in ketosis, which will mean I'm in something called autophagy, which cleans down your whole system and breaks down all your dead cells and all that shit.
I like that. Where do you get something like that from? You order it?
You order it on Amazon.
Okay.
Amazon.
What if they...
So, yeah. I mean, I'll tell you what. Starting tomorrow, if I'm able to make it, say, to 48 hours, which I should. Usually, I crack at the 48 hour to 72 mark, and I've completed 72 hours 5 times. So tomorrow, I'll start seeing. I'm in autophagy, right, which is this phase, AUTOPHAGY, for those interested, is an important phase of your body needs to basically reset itself. I will start shitting out black powder because it's just shit that's left in my freaking body.
So it's like the end of your colonoscopy prep.
Exactly. But it's I don't shit much, right? You only shit this black shit out. It's very little, but it looks like straight dark.
So
black.
I'm actually does it have carbon in there? Because when you take those carbon things, it purifies your liver. It also comes out black when they use
it must be. I don't know, bro. Whatever it is, I'm like, thank God I got that shit out, bro. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I'm inspired to at least do 48. But, I've built. I mean, it's hard, man. It's hard when you got shit to do at night. It's hard when you go to the gym. But anyway, enough about my stupid fucking fast. Dose.
Yeah.
You had a tough week last week.
Yeah, it was pretty rough, man.
Your whole family got sick. So let's give the audience a breakdown. Dose has his 2 kids and a wife, right? 3 kids, but 2 of the kids live with him. His oldest kid lives outside the house. His wife and children, first of all, one of the kids got sick, then the second kid got sick, and then the wife finally got sick. This is lone man standing. So let me ask you this, Dose. Do you really feel like a man, bitch? You're like, yeah, you all got sick, bitch, and I'm still I'm a man.
Well, between me, you, Jay, the main man on earth, water, and land, our 15, 20 listeners out there, I haven't shared this with my family, but yes, I am walking around this fucking house with my chest, peacock chest, sticking out right now because I'm very proud of the fact that, I didn't get sick this time around.
So that's happened before too, I think, in the house, right?
It's the second time it's happened.
So it's the second time. So now are you like, when the kids look at you and you say, now you know who the leader of this family is?
I've gotten COVID before myself, right?
Of course.
I've gotten sick. I've gotten bronchitis before, whatever.
But avoiding it in a house is you got to be pretty proud of yourself. Now, let me ask you this. Does your wife, is she are you serving her breakfast in bed? Are you treating her like the queen that she needs to be or that she is?
We have a very hard no breakfast in the bed policy in this household.
So, but when she's sick,
that she implemented, and I took the luxury of enforcing when she got sick.
So you're not bringing her food when she's sick. Is that what you're saying?
I'll just bring her a cup of coffee.
So
she doesn't really eat much anymore. First of all, she had no appetite. The appetite, you have to understand that.
Perfect.
You know what I mean?
So
no appetite.
But again, when I'm sick, I love to be treated like a baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to be treated. I want to be, you know what I mean? I want to be talked to like, Are you okay?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Yeah.
And I know I'm not a man because I don't give a shit, okay? God damn it. But men are always going to be the little boys, okay? We need a little bit of taking care of, and women know that, okay?
Yeah.
So Now, how is it going on? Is your wife still like kind of, is she kind of giving the kids? Is she like making sure they're okay, or are you like you're
I'm taking care
over?
I'm taking care of everything around the house. But I mean, I'm not the lovey-dovey type either, though. But I am taking care of all the little intricacies in the household, whether it's feeding people, helping the boy take a shower or whatever the case is. I'm doing all of that stuff, but I'm not like the lovey-dovey cuddling type. As a matter of fact, I wasn't trying to get too damn close because I wasn't trying to catch any germs.
Trying to catch it. Now let me ask you this: are you like, hey, I'm going to go to CVS to go get that stuff, and then you go to like, I don't know, fucking Jersey Mike's, grab a sub, and just sit there and chill and eat? I mean, are you taking wink breaks? You know what I mean? Are you making an extra stop on your errands?
I have before, not this time, just because.
Okay.
It was a rough week out in the office for me, so it was my headspace was in a different area all week. On top of the fact of the kids.
Who's the bigger pain in the ass, daughter or son, when they're sick?
That's a good question. They're both troopers, bro.
Okay,
they're both pretty good troopers, man.
I mean, I will give it to you. You guys, they were pretty sick on Tuesday, Wednesday, even going into Thursday probably, and yet Saturday you guys are out at a Brazilian beef house or steakhouse.
So the middle kid, Alexia, she got sick on Friday the 28th. Had to pick her up from
Okay,
school.
so it's been a week already.
Yeah, then the boy got sick on Monday. And then my wife got sick on Tuesday the 4th, right?
So your wife recovered. Her immune system working pretty good. She was recovered by Friday.
She didn't come with us to dinner.
Oh, she didn't?
We all tested ourselves Saturday morning. She came out positive. And I even tested myself.
She's like, positive. Yeah. Oh, no. You guys go ahead. Enjoy that steak.
Remember, she's South American. So that was a Brazilian steakhouse we went to. Fogo de Chao, right?
Yeah.
So she's into it. She was looking forward to that meal. So she was really bummed that she couldn't go. Really bummed.
So those texts, one of the group texts, he's texts like the guy cutting the meat off the stick or whatever. And one of our friends goes, isn't it bland? I'm like, what a dick thing to say. I mean, yes, main Brazilian restaurants are known to be a little bit bland. You're not in Newark, New Jersey, where you're going to the best of the best, right? But it's not that bad, is it?
Okay, well, look, they bring out the skewer. They hold the skewer vertically, right? And if they're bringing it fresh out of the kitchen, that means it's the very first slice. That's where all the seasoning is, right? You get that, you can taste all the seasoning. You get like the third or fourth slice. Yes, it's more bland.
But here's another thing. I get seasoning on the side, too, if I'm going to do something like that, and I dip. That's what I'm surprised. I mean, that's what I normally do. Anyway, I always want extra something, right? Okay. Let me ask you this now. Jay, You've ever been to a Brazilian steakhouse? I mean, you're a vegetarian. Because, again, sometimes you might go with a friend, right? Like, look, AK, my brother, he's been to one. He's a vegetarian.
Yeah. Do they have I've been in an Argentine one.
Yeah. They're the beef kings.
Yeah. I have been. Got some sides.
So you got some sides. But what I'm saying to you is, obviously, all you see is men and women walking around with huge slabs of meat. Basically, farms and farms worth of animals are coming out. And they're just cut. I mean, it's got to be a little bit mentally grueling for you to have to watch each animals being sliced and served by the second.
I mean,
and then you got people like another one.
Yeah, and then I see the blood. Like everyone gets it rare, right? And then you see the blood. I mean,
no, Brazilian is not rare. There's not really any blood coming off. That's only American steakhouses where it's really rare.
Oh,
like
really?
That.
What about
a lot of other cultures? Most cultures are eating steak well done, which is weird.
Oh, right? Really?
Yeah. Down there in South America, they do, for sure.
They eat it well done? Okay.
Black people eat it well done. Like I said, a lot of South American cultures eat it well done.
So it's a white American thing.
It's an American thing to rub your tits together. Give me that shit bloody. You know what I'm saying?
Medium rare.
Medium rare. I would do medium because, again, I am new to steak. I'm not my whole lifer, right? So I can't go that deep with the blood. But if it's a really good steakhouse, then I sometimes will get it medium rare. Because they'll get insulted if you don't.
Oh, yeah,
so I guess,
they do.
Jay, you're you're used to slabs of meat being sliced and basically destroyed in front of you.
Yeah. At this point, I'm a little numb to it.
I mean, do you count the amount of lives when you go to the Brazilian restaurant? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck! All right. So, Jay, you did a presentation at your job today at 4:30 a.m. right?
Yeah.
For India.
Yeah, for India. Yep.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you have a different presentation style when it comes to dealing with India?
Yeah. Yep. Actually, it's a really good question. Because I try to incorporate some kind of humor in my presentations, right? One of the parts was incorporating an if-then statement, right? So I was like, it's talking about programming shit. I'll give you an example. If you rooted for Kansas City Chiefs over the Eagles, then you were dropped it on your head as a baby, right? So that's what I would have said to the American presentation, but I couldn't.
Okay.
They wouldn't translate to the Indian one, so I just left it out completely. But yeah.
But let me ask you this. Now, when you're presenting to India, you see a screen of Indians, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And they're all, are they doing the bob? Or are they?
Are there videos even on, or are they hiding behind their cameras and
No,
taking the videos off?
The video's on. Obviously, they could only hear my voice. I was just speaking.
They don't see you.
Yeah. So it was 3 people. I was one part, but I was one from the U.S. So I was just audio only.
Why?
Opening it at 4:15 in the morning. I'm not wearing a suit and dressing up. It's 4:15 in the morning over here. So I'm just opening it up for them to. They're actually on the podium, and
so 4:15 a.m. Holy shit!
Yeah, it was brutal.
I mean, what the fuck? That is an early day, huh?
Yeah, absolutely brutal. And then we got the U.S. side. I have to present again tomorrow for the U.S. side, and this one because it's 3:00 our time, which is in the middle of the night for them. I said I'll just take the whole thing.
So again, what time do you wake up for something like that? 3 a.m.?
No, we had everything done. I rolled out of bed and turned my.
And went right into it. You're like, fuck it.
They were only listening to my voice, so I didn't have to.
Is there any type of? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dos.
Did you include in your opening statement, "My name is Jay, your main man on earth, water, and land"?
Well, that's another perfect example. I wouldn't say something like that to the Indian. I don't know if that shit would translate.
Yeah, if he says that, like, wait, Jay from land, sea, and earth.
Exactly. I'd get crickets, and that's the last thing I want.
The last time I heard that was like a Burger King commercial, like the land, sea, and air burger. So it was in a meat sense, Jay. So you replicated the land, sea, and
I was a surfer. I was basically a surf and turf.
Land, sea, and air. Birds, steak, and fish. Yeah.
Is that officially your pronoun, by the way? I mean, your main man on earth, water, and land?
I just saw Mike just came up with on the fly.
I thought you were about to start rapping, bitch. What are you going to do?
I'm like, yeah,
it's your man from the earth and land.
Like, who the fuck is this? Benzino, bitch? What the hell?
Of all the people, I have to be Benzino. Oh, that's so foul. That's super foul.
So, getting to India, since we're talking about you presenting Indians, we're going to go back to the story, the subject last week of delete India, Indian hate. I honestly think we do this shit to ourselves because after all that shit, what is the fucking news story that comes out yesterday? That an Air India flight has to turn around because 10 hours in, 5 hours in, 10 hours total, 5 back, 5 forward, that because 10 of 11 toilets are clogged.
Jesus.
I mean, can you show this video? This is disgusting. What the, bro, y'all don't even eat steak. That should be what clogs up a toilet. Like, how does fucking biryani clog the toilet if it's already chopped up? What is going on? You're eating yogurt, you're eating vegetables.
Honestly, so Indians, especially in India, there's so much litter, they just throw shit everywhere. They don't give a fuck about what they throw wherever.
But that's only in the city, Jay. Let's also say that's the cities, right? You go to the rural areas, it's less likely to be like that, right?
Less likely, yeah. Yeah, less likely.
Let's not paint a picture that all of India is just guys throwing shit out there.
No, absolutely not. But I'm assuming the ones on this flight that are probably landing in the city, and I'm assuming the ones that are taking these transatlantic flights.
If you ever want, a lot of flights going down. Why did that flight go down?
So the ironic thing is, we hear all this shit about flights, right? They're going down. Yeah. It's so much hecticness, and that's already concerning because next week I'm flying to India, and guess what flight I'm taking? Air India.
Of course you are.
And I'm like, now I got to deal with this shit on top of everything.
One of my direct reports.
I wear a diaper. I'll be honest with you.
One of my direct reports, based out of Connecticut, he just flew to India, and I had a conference call with him this morning. And I was like, how was your flight? He was, everything was great. It was a brand new I got a brand new Air India airplane. Everything was fantastic. So maybe Jay, maybe you'll get lucky.
Thanks, Till.
Jay, just remember when you're on the flight next week, just make sure you say the Indian our anthem. Somebody who's ever farting, please stop farting. I mean,
and you know it was that asshole too.
Not only that, he went back on the next flight, he clogged the toilet. He's trying to outdo himself. What a piece of shit.
That's a hazard.
You know what's sad? That's how Indian flights end up being. Motherfuckers just act like they're at the club, bitch. It's time to chill. Where are you from? Bitch, who cares, bitch?
Chaos.
You know, the sad part is the one working toilet was in business class. So you know a motherfucker flying business class for the first time in their life. And now they're like, well, fuck this shit. All you got is a line of people in business class trying to use the toilet the whole goddamn time. 300 people, you know there's a line the whole goddamn time.
So do you think it was just a lack of proper attention for the toilet?
No, like Jay said, they're fucking flushing shit down.
Or is it just bad upkeep by Air India?
Air India generally doesn't have a great reputation, which is why I think they started upgrading their flights. And your boy got a new one, but it's just...
Air India is like Indians. They don't have the greatest reputation. They have to be extra cautious because they want people to fly. Okay?
How long is a direct flight to...
24. 22 to 24.
Direct flight is 15. You get there in 15.
15.
Yeah.
Wow. So
that ain't bad.
They were in the air for 10 hours. Okay.
5 there, 5 back. They turn around.
In the air for 10 hours.
Yeah.
In the air for 10 hours. That means that just imagine how bad how bad it was for them to turn after being what is that, 1/3 of your trip done?
Wait, here's the question I have. You have 10 toilets to clog 10.
Yeah,
that's 10 different men or women. Whoops.
Like, I'm not a plumber, but are they all, like, connected through some common tube?
I don't think they are. I think each toilet, because it's a plane, I don't think it's all going to the same area. Because think about it like this. As an engineer, why would you design it so if one toilet gets clogged, they all get clogged, right?
Yeah.
That would be stupid.
That would be stupid.
Here's some interesting... Okay, here's some facts on this, right? Flew out of Chicago O'Hare, took off at 11 a.m., 4.5 hours, or as they were over Greenland, 9 out of 10 or 11 toilets became inoperative. 9 out of 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Now, is that one big malfunction that impacted all those toilets, or is that separate?
That's separate, bro. What engineer? Dose, think about logically. If you're an engineer designing toilets, you know some fat motherfucker is going to clog the toilet. I clog the toilet all the time, right? Someone's going to clog the toilet, right? Someone's going to clog the toilet. Okay?
What kind of animals are... what kind of collective bunch of stars were sitting on that goddamn plane?
Idiots. Bro, first of all, it's 10 separate dumps that clogged it or whatever it was. Disgusting.
Those toilets had to have been on their last limb. There is no fucking way that should ever happen. I don't give a damn.
Never.
9.
I know. So, you know what the funniest part is? You go to like the video and you see the comments. And this is the comments all the time. When there's a lot of Indian hate going on right now, right? So all the videos have the same comments. It's a white guy's like, do you hate India? Then you have the next guy's like, these people, I told you. They're always like that. You know, they're ruining Canada. They're ruining Canada. But then what's worse is, then you got like a Bengali guy's like, it's not us, it's India. Then you have a Pakistani guy's like, thank God I'm Pakistani. Then you got a South Indian guy's like, it's North Indian. Are you guys kidding? It's all of us.
It's South Asians. It's Desis. South Asians.
These motherfuckers. Do you think there's that? I mean, do you think that racist white guy's like, you know what? They're right. It's the North Indian.
It's the Sri Lankan, not the Indian.
No, the white guys are like, no, the same any goddamn way.
And exactly, which we are. He's fucking right for once. Like, does the Pakistani guy actually think there's a difference between me and him? No. Wow, it's so frustrating. Oh my God. But anyway, look, we do have to stop the Indian hate.
Yeah.
Or the Desi hate. Let's call it what it is. The South Asian hate, God damn it.
Well, India gets all the hate, though.
We gonna get all of it. I get it. And I get it, man. I get it. We deserve it. So, with that being said, let me ask you guys, are you guys ever done a class action lawsuit in your life?
I haven't filed for it, but I've been part of one where you just get something, I guess.
Did you get money?
Yeah, I did. Yep.
How much?
Something small, like I think of like $50, $60, something like that.
Same
So
here. Same here.
I'll tell you guys a funny thing. I am in a class action lawsuit with Morgan and Morgan. Okay, have you heard of them?
Mm-mm.
Morgan and Morgan. They're a very well-known law firm, national law firm. Morgan and Morgan. They do a lot of class action lawsuits. But what's funny is Morgan and Morgan also does other types of law. So I'm in a class action lawsuit, Morgan and Morgan versus Smile Direct Club. Okay, it was braces. They fucked up my teeth a little bit. Right, this bullshit Smile Direct Club. I had them for a fucking 18 months or whatever. So I'm in a lawsuit, which Morgan and Morgan's represented me for the last 6 years, and I still haven't gotten $1. And the funny part is, though, I have a credit bill out there for $25 someone's chasing me for. Morgan and Morgan's representing them. So the same company that has represented me for fucking my lawsuit is also chasing me for $25. I'm like, bitch, just take the 25 out of the fucking lawsuit when you get the money. It's been 6 years, you dick.
Oh my God.
Anyway, what I wanted to mention the risk is because I actually took place in a class action lawsuit against Tinder 3 years ago. Okay. And I actually
told me about this.
was paid $1,000.
Wait, I gotta
hear.
hear.
Tell me about this.
Wait, did you have?
Yeah, so Tinder was charging me more money, membership fee, than they were people in their 20s and 30s.
Yes, I remember this.
So there was age discrimination, and they got paid $4,000 per instance. So every time I was charged anything, the company, the law firm, they sued them for 4 stacks for each one. There's still lawsuits like this out there. So, folks, if you are an old dirty man like I was, and you got charged, fuck Tinder, by the way. I haven't used Tinder in years. Right, I haven't used it since then, right? Because the lawyers kept reminding me, make sure you don't get back on Tinder. I'm like, of course, we're suing them. I'm not going to get back on Tinder. But
Okay,
I got
But you know what?
$1,000 out of it, bitch.
But you know what that actually reminds me of? You know how just recently Tinder had this crazy price gauge, and they increased their fees something insane that people were complaining about. That's probably because of all the money they lost on that class action. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I got a question for you on that one then, Raagz.
Mhm.
What's worse, the fact that they were charging you more money because you were older compared to people younger, or the fact that Tinder's basically saying, you know what, you're an old fart, it's harder to make a match for you, so we have to charge you more. What's worse?
I think the worst part was they were 100% correct. I wasn't getting laid using Tinder. I mean, what was I getting on Tinder? I was getting bots from guys from India trying to steal my money, guys from Nigeria who told me they were a prince. I was getting romance scams. I was getting hookers. I was like, I can find the hookers on my own if I need to. So what was Tinder actually doing, right? It wasn't putting any people in front of me that I actually wanted to maybe meet and get to know. So it was just me filtering through basically the dark web's worst people. That's all it was, bro. So
do you think that was the case for everyone else around your age, or
I think
all
that's
the
what
ages,
Tinder's
even
become.
the
I
20s?
think Tinder's just become so bad that it's not even worth it to go on anymore. That's why Bumble replaced it.
Whoa.
Hinge, right? You have all these people. Why do you think these websites succeed? Because the previous ones fail, miserably, and it just becomes eroded with fucking literally tons of fucking scammers. So yeah, man, fuck Tinder. As we leave that, let me tell you guys this. Have you ever done something so stupid after you've already done something so stupid? And I'll give you what happened to me. So I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, God damn, am I stupid? I lease the same car every 3 years. Okay, I do a 3-year lease, Honda Accord. I love the Honda Accord. Easy on maintenance, fucking reliable, great car. Okay?
Sure.
I'm on my 3rd Honda in LA. Okay? Second Honda I bought first week, 4 days in, my cousin's in the car, we're driving. I fucking try to make the turn from the inside lane, and I hit someone who's trying to go straight from the right lane. Get into an accident first weekend with my new car. This past time, this car I have right now, December 2023, I get this car. The first day I get it, I crash it. I get in an accident.
Why? What is wrong with you?
I don't know, bro. I was like, Anu, you messed up your car last time. Bro, how stupid can a person be? Your new fucking car, you just picked up off the lot. On the way home.
No way. What a dick.
You know what? I played it off, bro. I'll tell you what happened. I crashed into a dude's car. Listen to this. I crashed into a dude's car. He's inside the grocery store, but his son is in the car. His son runs out, his little son. I'm like, it's not that bad. I'm like, you barely got any damage on there. He's like, hold on, let me get my dad. I'm like, all right. So he goes to get his dad. His dad got a British accent. What happened here? I'm like, oh, I don't know what happened. I was like, I was just not thinking. I backed out. I hit you. He's like, how much cash do you have on you? And I probably had like 300. I go, I don't have anything. I got to go. This is an awful day. I just got this car. I got to go to the bank. He goes, just forget it. It's going to be a lucky day. So he let me go. But he barely had a fucking mark, okay? I had the real mark, which is still on there, by the way. So anyway, have any of you have you ever done something stupid and then just topped it with something even way more stupider?
Well, I did do something.
And let's not bring up your DUI shit. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Nightmare.
Is that what you're going to say?
No. It was something. It was something similar, right? So I was driving. I think my car. I think this is after the DUI, right? After I totaled the shit, whatever, right? So for a period of time, I was driving my pop's car, the old ass Honda, 2002 Honda. I didn't have none of those rear cameras or nothing, right? So I'm pulling up in the work parking lot. I'm in a rush, right? Tight ass spaces, and I dinged someone's car, and I definitely left a mark on the car. And me, like, I felt guilty, and I'm also paranoid. I'm like, "Fuck, this is a work parking lot. Somebody must have saw me, and I'll look like a fucking asshole." So I left a note on the person's windshield. This is my number. This day I might have bumped into your car, whatever. And I find out the car is my coworker who's on my same team, and this is a big ass company. And then she said she wouldn't have even noticed it unless if I didn't say nothing. Okay. But then it ended up, because obviously I got my DUI, my fucking premium and my points were already high as shit, and this just added to it and fucked me over for years on that. But it's like,
wait, so you guys did go through insurance?
Yeah, she's another. What? It was another Indian lady. She's going right by the book. She's not letting me. You know what I mean?
What a bitch. No, I'm Indian. Listen to this. I was actually in my parents' truck, driving them from the doctor, okay, on Route 1 in Jersey. I'm driving, fucking Mexican dude hits me from behind. There's barely a mark on their bumper. It's a small mark. I go outside. He's like, "No, I'm no English. I'm sorry." Don't go. It's your lucky day. Go ahead. I did that to a black chick out here in LA. She hits me. Oh my God. I said, "It's your lucky day, honey." I cannot believe. And by the way, my parents were in the car for the first one, and they were totally cool with it, okay? They let me they let my discretion be enough that I'm like, "I barely got hit. It's fine." I'm like, "Goodbye's probably illegal. Let him fucking go." He couldn't speak English. I mean, come on. What do you want to put that guy through hell? And then it happened to me, man. The guy did it to me. So this fucking bitch wouldn't fucking give you a benefit of the doubt, huh?
Nope. She
slurs. You can barely see it. Bro, okay, and let's go back to you're driving your pop's car, which doesn't have... By the way, have you ever tried to drive without a rear mirror now?
Yeah, bro.
Without a rear camera?
I'm so used to it.
It's so hard. I'm so effed. I did it, and I'm like, bro, I can't do this shit.
I love it.
Without the camera?
Yeah. Well, actually,
without the camera, you're saying.
That's it. Have you ever driven like our brains have my point is our brains have rewired themselves, and we can't do it though. We have to relearn it.
I could still do it.
You think you are, but you haven't done it in a while.
I do it anyway because I'm paranoid as hell.
What do you mean? You push reverse, and then you don't look at the camera?
I just put my arm on the headrest like we learned and then look back like that.
I mean, it's harder.
You know what's funny? There's kids today that still fail when they have all the luxury. You have side sensors, rear cameras, and they still can't parallel park a car. I'm like, we never grew up with none of that shit. You know?
Gen Z, man.
Yeah.
Gen F and G.
Horrible.
I had two really stupid ones. One you were with me, Raagz, but the other one you weren't with me. And I'll start with the other one first. This is when I was 17 years old.
I remember that.
And I was in a grocery store parking lot with another buddy of mine. He was older, and I kind of looked up to him at the time. I was just trying to fit in, with the older guys or whatever. He hops out, goes into the store, gets what he needs to get, comes back. I back out of my little spot, and I'm driving through the lot. I got to make a left, like the main parking lot road. I look to my right. No cars coming. I start driving as I'm looking to my left, which was a mistake. I should have looked to my left clearly. Mm-hmm. I end up hitting a shopping cart.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
That's being pushed by an old lady. And then the impact, and mind you, so I hit the shopping cart as I'm turning left. So I'm probably going no more than 10, 15 miles per hour. But that's still quite the impact for a poor old lady pushing a shopping cart. I hit the shopping cart. The shopping cart hits her. She falls over. My first instinct is to stop, obviously, and I see, and then my buddy, has warrants in town, and he screams out, "Don't stop! Go, 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 go!" And I panicked, and I hit the gas and jetted out of there.
Oh, man.
So that was a really embarrassing moment. Now,
well, you know what's
funny?
funny?
An hour later, I got caught and got locked up.
That was what Dose got. Oh, my God. Dose got roasted for that for years. Years and years of hitting the old lady. And it was actually very serious at the time because Dose hit an old lady. It's more the shopping cart, but he hit the old lady. But one of our friends is so dumb that he goes out and robs an old lady.
That was a whole other story.
As a teenager, a 15-year-old robs an old lady.
I think he was 16 by then.
Obviously didn't learn his lesson from Dose's mistake.
And the second time was on my way to my high school graduation with you and our other buddy in my car. You were coming with us. And we were on our way on Princeton Heightstown Road. There was this, it's just all highway, but this van just stops all of a sudden to pull into this one little house in the cut. I slam on the brakes, I rear end a guy, and I'm pleading with the guy. I mean, it's freaking little, it's an old piece of shit, big ass fucking van, right?
Yeah.
And the owner of the home comes running out. You son of a bitch, you're driving fast in that car. And I'm pleading to the driver. I'm like, I'm on my way to my high school graduation. Please, just can we just exchange my information and call me later? He's like, I don't give a fuck about your graduation. And then that was that. So I was like an hour late to my graduation.
We were an hour late.
Yeah, but it was my graduation, goddammit. You were older than me.
Wasn't it someone else in the car's graduation too?
Yes. The other one.
By the way, this episode is brought to you by Boost, by Pro Labs. There you go. For all your high needs when you're fasting.
You need to floss out that dinner from yesterday in there. Jesus.
Preparing for after the podcast. I got my little dip in.
Which one did you take, the Boost?
The Boost.
Yeah, that was the Boost. All right. So that's my fucking stupid.
Did you end up walking that night, Dose?
Yo, I literally got in there as soon as they called my name.
No.
Like I slid right in. And then I sat down afterwards. And the dude was like, "Oh, when did you get here?" Like, this is after I got my diploma and I sat down. So literally right there is when I, 5 minutes.
That's crazy.
Thank God my name, thank God my last name starts with an S.
Yeah, true.
Well, we're moving to the next segment.
Okay.
So the next segment, it's funny because obviously AI's taken over, right? And I was so intrigued by all this information that I found out. Did I just fucking let go some of the information? All right, here we go. So let's get rid of this. There we go. Guys, sex bots are coming into play. AI sex bots.
Jay's really excited.
So let me ask you this first.
Jay's
Jay, have
pumping
you
his
ever
fist
used
right
a fleshlight?
No.
Be honest.
I swear to God, if I did, I'd be honest. No.
You never used a pocket pussy?
No. A fleshlight. Pocket
Have you ever used anything besides your hand?
No, except a real vagina. No.
Okay, no, I mean, you don't have to fucking give us the disclaimer. We understand that part.
Yeah, no.
Okay, either way. You know what? But I was thinking, I was like, I want to see what a fleshlight feels like, but I haven't done it yet. Would you Dose in your single day? A fleshlight's like a pocket pussy. It's a pussy that they make like a dildo. It's for men to use. Oh. It's like made out of skin texture, so right?
What they stick it in there?
They stick their penises in there. And they use it mimics a vagina.
How deep is it?
Well, why don't you show a picture? Type in fleshlight. Show the audience.
Well, actually, okay? I'm wondering: are these things even big sellers for guys? Because
huge. Are you kidding?
Really? Because
are you out of your mind?
Because we could jerk ourselves off faster than
and women can figure themselves.
I mean, guess what? For us, it's a lot easier, Rags. You know that. Like, we can get it off anywhere on command, basically.
Okay, I get it. Maybe a guy wants to take his time with himself. Maybe it's a special night.
He got the candles.
He got the roses. The candles are lit. But that's the thing. So these sex bots are starting to really... I mean, bro, they sell them on Amazon. Okay, I went on Amazon. I go, what the fuck?
All right, that's enough. I can't take it.
Anyway, okay, so let me ask you this, guys. Look, okay, they did a study. Okay, they did a study, and they surveyed 1,000 people, average age 40. Okay, but not all 40-year-olds, right? Average age 40, 54% male, 44% female, 2% non-binary. Okay. And they asked them about sexual abuse. First of all, what non-binary? What you couldn't even ask them, bro? They don't fuck with nobody. That don't make sense. You can leave them out of this survey, bro. They don't need to be included.
They did? They asked non-binary too?
Yes, 2% non-binary. Listen, 8% were baby boomers, 24% Gen Z, 52% millennial, and 24% were Gen X, 16% Gen Z. Right, so kind of everybody they went through. You know what's crazy? 3 out of 5 people said they would trust AI tool over a doctor to diagnose ED. 3 out of 5 people, I guess this is the Gen Zers, said they would rather trust AI tool over a doctor to diagnose an ED. First of all, I don't need a doctor or an AI to diagnose ED. I'm sure my dick will tell me.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
Who knows?
When he ain't waking up like I expect him to, then we know that's a diagnosis, bro.
Yeah, but that's not the only symptom of ED, though.
It's busting too quick or not being able, right?
There's a lot of symptoms of ED.
Busting too quick is not ED, bro, because that means most men have ED.
Like really premature.
No.
What do you?
No, it could be. That could be a part of it, too.
Okay, fine. 1 out of 4 are okay with their partner having intimate sex with a sex robot. Now, I know you guys said no to pocket pussy and flesh light. Would you consider a sex robot, Jay?
For myself or for my partner?
Both. The number one for yourself.
Nah.
No, what if she looked really good? What if she's having the greatest conversation in the world? What if she's like, Jay, I love you?
So, the funny part is I've never thought about it. My answer would have been instantly no, but now I'm just thinking of how real, like, now that you're bringing it up.
I would try a sex robot. You've seen some of these bros looking good, right?
All right. I would try it.
I also would tell you this. I would also allow my partner to have the sex robot finish him off after I don't.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Where she already gonna pull the dildo out, might as well build the whole body out with it.
Yeah, but what if the robot can jackhammer her better than you could ever? Would that bug? But that.
Listen, bro. Let me tell you something. If there's a sex robot in the room, bro, there's already issues and problems. Okay, yeah. And that ain't the biggest one.
And that's the reality of it.
Let me tell you something. As soon as that motherfucker starts jackhammering, I'm gonna go make me a hot pocket. I'm gonna go watch a fucking flick, and then we gonna meet up, give each other a kiss, and say, "Have a great day, honey."
And by the way, if you were a virgin and you have sex with a sex robot, does that mean you lost your virginity?
No. Virginity's got to be with a human. Sex robot, the walls aren't, you know, the spongy walls on the inside, right? Yeah. It's spongy on the inside. It's a special fabric that cannot be replicated, right?
Does it have the pussy smell?
I'm going to try it.
Does it have the pussy scent? You know, it's got a unique scent, too.
Well, I mean, bro, all I got to do is bring the thaw the salmon out of the freezer and put that bitch in my room.
What unique scent might you be talking about, Jay?
Vaginal scent. It's got its own pheromones.
Listen,
it's pheromones.
My favorite vagina smells like Indian street food. I'm kidding. Listen, you know what? You got to have that animal instinct. You need a little scent.
Yeah. Of course, right? Natural pheromones.
Pheromones. There we go.
I mean, going back to my virginity question, I mean, you get a lot of practice on that. You might come out like a, Let me
tell you, when I was fucking a watermelon, I didn't lose my virginity. It felt good and all. I never did that either, by the way. I never fucked anything when I was young. I was always just using my hand and. Listen, I thought there was something wrong. I'm like, yo, this shit, and I'd be telling my cousin, yo, I'm gonna get big when I'm in the room by myself. He's like, what? Wasn't it the weirdest feeling in the world when it got big and you're like, wait, what's going on here?
Well, you know what that reminds me of, right? We did have a friend, and I think in our generation, you know what the big thing that was advertised was the dick pumps. Remember those? Remember our friend that
we got a guy. Yeah, we know a guy who used a dick pump. But if you ever seen a porn with a guy that used a dick pump, it's all done. It's his dick. The dick looks like it cannot be used anymore. It just looks all awkward, right? It looks like a dick that can't fully flex. You know what I'm saying? Bro, when I was, but dude, what was first of all, I didn't go like this when I first started either. Okay, I did some helicopter shit because I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, whoo, whoo, whoo. You know what I mean? God damn. But let me ask you guys this: do you remember the first time you busted, kind of played with the guy?
You know what's gonna sound insane? The first time I jerked off and busted a nut, it was to A Lot of Vagina in Austin Powers 1. Isn't that crazy? I remember that.
Well, I'm gonna top that. You know what I did it to, and I'm a sick fuck. It was a horror movie, Silent Night, Deadly Night. I remember seeing the first pair of titties. The guy had like a naked girl. He pushes her up, and he fucking like on one of those deers, you know, motherfucker, the rednecks that got the deer head on their wall.
Yeah.
He put her fucking. He just hung her on and he put her fucking body through like her neck. What the deer thing came out of her neck, and I'm still looking at her. She's like, "Oh my god,
You are a sick fuck,
bro." The first pair of titties I seen was a horror movie. What am I gonna do?
Oh, man. Yo, what year did that joint drop?
Come on, admit it, bro. When Jason, you was getting horny to Jason. When the girl would be like, "Oh my god, I'm all alone," and you'd be like, "Ooh."
Very
Don't fucking lie.
Oh,
Come on, when
stimulating.
Freddie was fingering that bitch, you were all right with it. I mean,
I wasn't a Freddy Cougar guy.
Oh, that.
Or Jason.
I was scared of that. Of course, I
Freddie.
wasn't a Freddy Krueger.
Freddie.
I was horrified by the man.
Yeah.
Because I go, wait, you could die. You could literally die in your dream.
Yeah.
That's a true thing.
So that was.
Just like you could bust a nut in your dream, you
could
could
die.
die in that bitch.
You know what's ironic? My uncle took me. That was the second movie I ever saw in theaters, and I couldn't sleep alone in the dark for years after that. After seeing Freddy's mug, yo, that's terrible.
What an uncle. What an uncle. So, and on top of that, he's a fob. Jill, let us go see Freddy.
My parents were so mad at him too for because I couldn't sleep by myself after that.
He's like, no, he's a child. You have to get the discount on the child ticket. They're like, it's a rated R movie, asshole. Man. But, Dose, you don't remember your first fucking... You remember? He's like, you
I
know
do.
what happened?
I do. I was
What were you thinking about?
I was 15 years old. I was thinking about just the girl that I had a crush on. I remember
I did that too.
And I remember the main reason why I did it was because I kept having these freaking wet dreams that just wouldn't stop. And I remember I was like, I gotta release this crap. Jesus.
Bro.
And then I did it, and then I did it like right afterwards too, again. Like I did it twice back to back, like within like a few minutes.
Oh yeah, I was doing back to back. Hard, bitch.
I was so backed up, like 15-year-old kid, you know.
Bro, I'll never forget. I remember some girl in high school. She had a skirt on, and I caught the underwear. Oh, do you remember how precious that was? When you seen that as a kid, that was like your whole world changed.
Yes.
And it was you were wearing granny panties, but I was still on fire.
Who cares?
Absolutely.
Bro, I still masturbate to that to this day, bitch.
Yeah,
I remember her name and everything. Oh God, I shouldn't say it. No, I won't say it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yo,
Dose, you know this name from our high school.
Yeah, that's why I don't want you to. I don't want to know.
I don't want to know. I get sued for that shit.
Exactly.
Yep.
But we were just kids, man.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, but you're not anymore.
Not
we're
anymore,
still
but
kids at heart. Like,
No. I know where she is. I don't see now. I've adjusted it. I found her on Facebook, so now I've adjusted my material to her now.
Okay. Well, thank God for that.
Well, Raagz, you got
Actually, I'm very, very glad you clarified that. By the way, on the record.
What if Raagz slid in on the DM with that opening
She's a doctor
line?
now. She's a doctor now, bitch. And she might be divorced. I was looking into it.
There you go. There's your opening line to her. You know what I did back in high school here on?
I need some medical advice.
I used to jerk off to you all the time. I had the hots for you.
But what were we supposed to do? The upskirt was harsh. It was when you're a kid.
Wait, let me ask you something. So, Dose mentioned wet dream, and I'm so curious to see if this ever happened to you guys. So many times when I'm having sexual dreams, like everything will be going great, but something will stop me in my dream right before I get there, and it's like something will fuck up.
I'll tell
what's
you
going on.
what, Jay, dinner's ready. No, I'm kidding. But no, you know what, Jay? That exactly happens to me. I'm getting to the good part. I'm literally like convincing this girl, listen, I'm a good guy. Like, I'm kissing her neck. We're starting to fool around. We're flirting. And then I wake up and I'm like, wait, I'm in a dark dungeon again, bitch. What am I doing here?
Every time.
It happens to all men. And I'll tell you what, it's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah, it really is.
Because those dreams are
It's
so
like-
vivid, bro. You're super horny.
It's just like I had a dream. I had $1 million under my mattress, and everything was planned out. I'd worked it out. I'd given some people some money, and then I was like, woke up. I'm like, no, I'm still a loser. What am I doing? Those dreams will fuck with your head, man.
So hard, yeah.
Hard.
Because those wet
All right,
dreams.
so let's go back to the study now. So 1/3, 30-something% of Gen Z said they use ChatGPT to combat feelings of loneliness. Like, bro, are you kidding me?
So they're like going back and forth with ChatGPT.
ChatGPT, like, oh yeah, my day was okay, but you know, I don't know. I don't know how you do that.
I get it though, man. I mean, you want someone to talk to privately that won't judge you, and you're at that age where you have no clue what's going on, and who knows? I mean, we may have been leveraging ChatGPT for crap like this when we were younger.
God, that's a
if it was
sad
around.
world.
I don't know. I'm not saying for sure, but I see.
I mean,
this.
okay,
I'm
but
not
let's be
surprised.
honest here. Okay, so 14% of Gen Z prefer to confide in a chatbot about personal issues rather than their partner. Okay?
That's sad.
Now, let me give you another statistic.
But
100% of men prefer to confide with themselves rather than their partner. Because we hold shit in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay? So are we worse or is Gen Z worse about fucking confiding in their partner?
We're worse.
And listen to this sick statistic. 2% of people have developed feelings for AI chat.
That's bound to happen. Bound to happen. Jay, you
Like,
look
that's how
disappointed. Do you
fucking
wish it was you?
disgusting men are.
No,
These
it's
women-
fucking psychotic. It's
But
psychotic.
these women are like, that chatbot, I could confide in the chatbot.
No,
Think about something or someone that plays into every single emotion that you have, because they are not human living beings. But they behave like one in a way. So I could totally see that. I'm not accepting it and saying it's the right thing.
It's like this. It's like, okay, if I asked my roommate, if I asked my friends, have you seen this movie? And none of them have. But I asked the chatbot, that motherfucker's seen it. You know what I'm saying? I could talk about that with that motherfucker about the movie.
There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
I
There you
mean,
go.
shit.
Companionship. It's all about companionship.
It's about, you know what? I mean, it's weird though, because you know that chat actually has no real stance on anything or feelings about
No.
anything. So how does it act? I don't know. All I'm saying is, look, you got kids, Dose, make sure they ain't talking to
I
ChatGPT
know.
too much.
That's what I was thinking about more. Yeah, I know.
You know? But, all right, that's enough. But again, so going back to SexBot. Dose, would you allow SexBot into your bedroom?
For me or for her?
Both of you.
Well, you know, it's funny. I actually asked my wife. I asked my wife about this out of curiosity. I was like, "How would you feel if I wanted to bring home a sex bot?" She was like, "Well, you get me working overtime sometimes, so I probably wouldn't mind a little break here or there." So, but maybe
Wait. She said you have her working overtime in the bedroom or
Yeah.
in regular life?
No, bedroom.
Oh, God. So wait, usually it's the other way around. You're the deviant? Usually it's the woman that's like, it's the guy that's like, can I come? Can I come? Have you come already or not? But in your case, it's the woman that's like, hurry the fuck up, Dose, and come. It's happened to me a few times. They're like, Raagz,
Raagz, you ever
I
faked
got
it?
shit to do.
Raagz,
I got shit to do.
you ever faked it before?
100%. 100%. Let me tell you when I faked it once. One time, hooking up with a chick in my apartment, my room. Clothes come off. Smell is awful. Smells like hell. I tell you what happened. I faked an orgasm. I faked a whole sickness. All of a sudden, I go, I gotta throw. Ran to the bathroom. Went in there, bitch. And was like, you know what? I came back like, I got my stomach hurt. I gotta lay down. Hold on. Give me some room. I just threw up like crazy. I walked her.
Now, is this?
I walked her to Journal Square quicker than a motherfucking train.
Oh, this is back out east. Okay, was this a girl you were just met at a bar and brought her home?
Yeah, but she was an Indian girl. Again, our race just does justice for themselves. And it was a girl whose friend I had hooked up with before too, which is the worst.
So, ladies, guys can fake it too.
I faked it the other way as well. I faked it. Listen to this. I faked it. This is a funny way I faked it. I faked. Okay, so I was with a chick and I put it in, took it out, and I busted one stroke. One stroke, Larry. Okay. And then I did the same shit. I faked like, oh, I'm sick. I got it turned over.
I've done that too.
Oh, I'm sure plenty of men have.
It's so
The fake
embarrassing. Yeah. I caught
The
a
fake
cramp
fake.
or some shit. Yeah.
Shit up.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been something like that. I've been there once.
I mean, that's the most common where guys got to fake it.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got a call. It's my mother. I got to take this. Have you guys tell a story about how you guys faked it?
Yeah, so I think I had to fake it because I couldn't nut. So I think I was on a perky and I couldn't bust, and the chick had no idea. So I had to act like.
That's happened to me with the other stuff.
Yep. Yeah. Causes all types of.
So you had to pull a Kramer, right?
Yeah.
Kramer faked it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're like, it's just like someone who takes antidepressants, right? It's hard to come, right? It's hard to finish.
Yeah.
So then they're like, Whew, that was a good one. That was like that's crazy, man. That is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But okay, so Dose. So you talked to your wife about having a sex robot because obviously for you because
She gave me two answers. She gave me that answer, and then I asked her another time, and she was like, "As soon as you sign on a dotted line." So it was very much like it depends on her mood.
what the divorce papers to put on line.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, can I just keep her in the closet? I mean, it's tough because I would gladly let the sex robot finish my wife off, right? Because guess what? I'm hungry. I got to get a snack. I might as well get you a snack and get heads up and make you the ramen noodles as well,
Would you?
right?
Did you watch?
No, if I've already busted my nut, my mind is on baseball. My mind is on something totally different. You know what I mean?
So I
want to go watch YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean,
I'm in a different zone.
You don't have a TV in your room, in your bedroom?
We do, but if you put the TV on and watch fucking Seinfeld while your wife's getting piped out by the fucking robot, I mean that's going to be a little awkward. Okay. I mean,
that'd be funny as hell, though.
what do you mean I have TV in my room? I obviously have a TV in my fucking room. It's behind me.
He wants that trifecta. Speaking of Seinfeld, he wants the sandwich, he wants the TV, and he wants the
Yeah, I want it all, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I want that miso soup. It got to be nice and warm.
Yeah.
I got to heat it up, baby.
Oh,
But,
I'm
I mean-
hungry now.
That's the thing. If a sex robot can make your life easier, why not? Right?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, if I catch my wife 2 hours later, she's still talking to the motherfucker. They're talking about life. I'm like, whoa. Power off, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
If you're in a relationship and you had a sex robot and you didn't tell your spouse, is that considered cheating?
Wait, say it again?
Good question.
Say it again?
If you're in a relationship, whether you're married or just in a committed relationship, and you have a sex robot, you don't tell your significant other about, and you take advantage of that sex robot, is that considered cheating?
Interesting.
Like you got a storage locker with a sex robot in there, or you got a sex robot in the trunk of your car that you're hiding.
Yeah. All right, let me ask you this. If your significant other had a sex robot
Okay.
and she was getting piped down by that every now and then when you couldn't finish your job, and you found out the hard way,
Bro,
would you consider that?
Yeah.
It's a reason for me to cheat. We're golden. I'm like, hey, you were with fucking R2D2. I was with Rachel. What does it matter? We're both seeking the company of others. Let me tell you, the robot world and the human world is going to start blending really close together soon, right? Trust me. And it's going to be wild, bro. It's going to be wild. We in for a wild ride, man. Well, let's wrap it up, folks. That's it for today's episode, folks.
Good one. Good one.
Where can they find us?
They can find us on all your favorite social media platforms. A Dose of Rags on TikTok, on Instagram, on what formerly known as Twitter is now X, on YouTube, on Apple, Apple, whatever.
On Earth, Water, and Land.
And on your main man on Earth, Water, and Land. That's right.
And I want to give one more shout out to the pepper spray that I prefer. It's called the Police Shotgun Pepper Spray, folks. Make sure you're traveling out alone in New Jersey, New York, LA, wherever. You carry this bitch.
That's the only
it'll
type
give
of
you time
protection
to-
that Rags carries and
Only
uses.
type of protection I need. Keeps the
Thanks,
sex
folks.
robots away. Peace.